Welcome to Off Grid Victory. So it's we are into November already, and almost approaching winter, and so the persimmon harvesting season is almost over. We have collected American persimmons to make our jams, and this right here, persimmon wine or beer. And so let me show you what the American persimmon looks like. And it's quite small. I mean, I would say it's no bigger than like a 50-cent piece. Some of them could be as small as a quarter, maybe some as large as a $1 piece. But at any rate, this is what they look like. And you want to eat these guys when they are fully ripe, because they are very astringent otherwise. So it'll give you that, puckery taste. That's not very pleasing. So yeah, your persimmon has to be very ripe. Now you could buy Asian varieties of persimmon that aren't as astringent, or not astringent at all, that are much bigger than this with very little seeds. But the American persimmon, this is native to this country, and they do contain a lot of seeds. Let me go ahead and show you. I just bit into one. It's very ripe right now and very sweet, and there are many seeds in it, like so. And what we do is, with that kind of crushed up and put through a strainer, we make this persimmon wine beer. And as you can see, this guy, let me see if I can zoom up here. So you can see it bubbling away. So this is basically water, persimmon that's crushed up, and wine yeast, and of course sugar, which makes everything happen. So you could make it without sugar if you had enough persimmons, but in this particular case I just elected to go ahead and use the sugar to give me the fermentation kick started, and to give that sweetness to the persimmon wine. Now I would normally get it from obviously the fruit itself, but in this case I like to kind of kickstart it like that with sugar. And this wine has been brewing probably about 2.5 weeks. And you can see it's starting to clarify, and there's kind of a gradient there with kind of the fruit leftovers. The main leftovers, this particular batch has been filtered once just to get the dregs out. But right now it's good to go. There's a good alcohol percentage in there, probably around, I would just guess like 8% or so, approaching 10, and so yeah, it's ready to drink. And you can see I kind of have this makeshift carboy. Now it doesn't have a gasket for gases. I just kind of have this loose, and it has saran wrap on it so that it can let the air out, and so we don't over pressurize this thing. Well, let the carbon dioxide out, to be specific. And so yeah, this is ready to drink right now, and you can drink it in this state. You can also shake it up. Let's see if it'll allow me to shake up. There we go. And now you see it really bubbling up. And yeah, this is actually the persimmon juice that's in there, and the persimmon pulp that's in there. And like I said, you can get it nicer and clarify it, blah blah blah, but you can just shake this up and drink it right now for kind of a tasty, I guess a wine cooler kind of a thing. And of course, if you want it drier, you would let the fermentation complete, and therefore all of the sugar will be eaten by the champagne yeast that I've used here. But for now, it's ready to go. We can go ahead and shake it up and drink it and enjoy it. So yeah, many uses for the persimmon, and this is just another way to use it. And so yeah, unfortunately the season's over for it now, and the rest of it will probably be eaten by the deer, but that's gonna give us something else to eat as well. Alrighty, shalom.